a no good version of fucking swipe transition.
Oh, okay. So that's like. No, I can't do it like that. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin.
I'm good.
And you're watching 289 of DangIT Productions?
Something like it.
Yes, and we are in the new office space. It's not really set up though. We don't have actually any furniture set up. We got this poster that you guys might be familiar with from way back in the day.
We have no desk, no chairs, no couch.
No mic. I'm just kidding. We have a mic that's holding this up. So yeah, we're kind of under equipped.
Oh, and no internet.
Oh yeah, no internet. Actually, this is actually not live streamed at all. Actually, this is just a pre-recorded clip. So taking it back to you guys. Back at the house. Hey! Wow. Okay. So, oh yeah, I got that going on here. So
What's going on? That?
Yeah. Here, I'll go and just place it right there in the center.
Oh, you threw a slideshow.
I did, yes. So, what was going on? I was going to explain to Gabe what was going on. Is that we have a lot of resources moved over to the office now, and the way I had to fickle the camcorder over here because I brought all the webcams for that over to the office as well. Is I was just using the Elgato instead.
Oh, I mean,
We
sure.
can just we're just not good at play games, during the stream. That's all. No big deal.
But we always play games during the stream.
Yeah, we do, don't we? But as you can see, that we got a slideshow going on here. Oh yeah, first and foremost, happy birthday to Ibrahim. It's his birthday today. Upcoming Mark's birthday in like 2 weeks. I forgot about that. Yeah, it does come around the time of the tourney.
It is the tourney.
It is the tourney. But yeah, it's a little slideshow of just like the office space. It's pretty small, but we make it work.
Yeah, we got to talk to
Our manager.
our manager about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not as big as it was advertised.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So unless it's actually expanded to be that very like walk-in space, then our only space is within the doors.
Well, that walk-in space is more than 100 square feet. I know that right off the bat.
It's true. So give me more shout outs to people here. It was Mark and Ibrahim, and that's it.
Great. Excellent.
Excellent.
I'm glad we have a huge viewer base going on right
Full
now.
house.
Full house.
Mm-hmm.
There's more people we've had in years.
Everywhere we look. There's a guy. And
That's everybody.
Those like OG, like what was it, 80s like sitcoms were just like,
Yeah, that was a full house right there.
I play games during the stream. Mark, how dare you? Wait, first and foremost, how dare you? Now give us your undivided attention at all times during the podcast.
I told you we should just ban him.
I've told you should make the executive decision to absolutely mute him from everything in DangIT Productions.
Just absolutely ostracize him from everything.
That'll learn him. So this is the first podcast of 2020. I know that I was going briefly about New Year's resolutions, even in our little makeshift podcast setup back there. And I just kind of wanted to jump into it because it was one of those things where I was like, I don't really have one quite ready because I wanted to do something based on the decade.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if I can find it here. Why is it not here? It's in like a different folder. But Gabe, did you have any New Year's resolutions that you had worked on? I'm not sure if you had talked about it from like last year. Now are you working on this year?
For last year's, I didn't look up what my resolutions were. I entirely forgot to do that.
Oh, right. You have to check the podcast.
Yeah.
From way back when.
Yep, because I have terrible memory for that sort of thing.
All right.
As for my thing on this one, I don't know. It's weird right now. It all depends on what happens in like the next month, and then I could probably
give you a better idea.
Yeah, set things up more accordingly.
Gotcha. Mine was I tried to come up with 10 of them just for the sake of the decade.
Crazy.
And that doesn't mean I'll carry it over to 2021. It's it's gonna just be for 2020, and then we'll see from there. And it's just a couple things I've been hitting on here. 10-minute mile weekly. That's one of those things.
Oh, so did you actually hit the 10-minute before the...
No, I didn't. It was at a time where it was like, I went and walked like at a pretty brisk pace for like 15 minutes, and then I started running in 3 minutes, and I was like, oh shit, this is it. And I stopped at 5 minutes. But I just found out last night, which is a story within and of itself, that I'm able to run like 5.5 miles per hour for 10 minutes easily. So I just have to keep pushing with each speed increment.
Excellent.
And then I gotta maintain like some kind of body regimen, so it's not just cardio every single day.
I recommend running, jogging, followed by running, and then jogging. Mm-hmm. With a break on Saturday, and then on Sunday, run the whole day.
Run the whole day. I'll be walking in the next podcast looking anorexic.
With realistic Sonic legs.
You okay with your legs? No, it's fine. I just can't touch any sense of technology or electrical equipment.
Jesus.
I also comedically, it's because of the fact of like what you brought up. I'm setting up a spending goal for myself, attempting to.
And is this goal spend this much or spend only this much?
Try to spend within this much each month.
Outrageous.
It's set to 500 with the immediate handicap of the lease agreement having like, what was it, 285. So I'm actually,
you got about what,
220-ish? Yeah, about.
Well, 215. It's 285.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to keep within that range. Of course, things such as like paying food for the house here, and just some other things such as, for example, the tourney rewards here, and the furniture stuff. That's going to be excluded from that, so that's understandable. But yeah, I'm going to try my best. I also have a gambling goal.
So what do you mean by a gambling goal? Because I feel it's not what we assume.
It's right. It's just like have like a certain amount like each month or each week just save just so I can just go out over there and see if there's any type of like income coming from that. It probably won't. Like I just came in the other day and I was like, okay, let's try this. I got $50 on me. Lost almost all of it.
Nice.
And I'm just like, well, maybe I could just do it monthly. Or, you know what, do it for the whole purpose of having casino. Just have fun with it instead of trying to make it a goal, a mission. So I'm going to try doing something with that. Just
go in with 25,000 and don't leave until you walk out with $1 million.
Eventually it will give in to me.
What is the bit rate on this right now?
It should be like 3,000 bit rate, which is like very, very minimal for 1080. Let me see, because I understand that it's kind of atrocious for everyone watching right now. Recording's higher, but streaming is 3,000.
All right.
So it's actually like 3 bit rate for everyone. Ought to. But internet sucks over here. I'm not sure if you guys picked up on that in these past couple podcast episodes. It's been hit or miss with a lot of patterns showing otherwise. It's just really bad.
I wonder what's been going on, because it used to work fine.
Yeah, it used to work fine, but then just a bunch of stuff came in, and it just depends on like what's going on. Like I could probably check like the internet speed like right now, and it's probably like it's absolute doo doo. I'm pretty sure. In fact, I'll go ahead and
watch it be spectacular.
No, it's pretty synonymous to what happens. So usually you'll have something going on. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually download speed. It should not be that low. It usually like hits at like 30 or 40. But oh yeah, that's low.
Yeah, your upload is
it's like it's what it's looking like. It's not even hitting 1.
It's not even hitting half.
So that's why we have the whole intention of re-uploading these when I get to it. Which brings me to my next goal, which is, of course, yes, you have Ethernet. Yes, I do. And it's hardline to it as well.
Yeah, it does not
It's not wireless.
does not make the internet less doo-doo.
Yeah, it's based on the bandwidth and whoever's like using it at that time.
Everybody, whole neighborhood.
Whole neighborhood's using it.
Yeah, because there's the way most of these things are set up is there's neighborhood pools of data that are being pulled at a time, and so if everybody in a set neighborhood for your ISP is using it like crazy, then yeah, you're getting doo-doo.
Yeah. But then, of course, that kind of goes into my next little thing here, as far as uploading the podcast. Trying to do a little bit more of a frequent upload thing for YouTube, just everything. So I've just been not really uploading, but I've just been exporting a lot of videos out just so I can just do them all at once. I had an idea for DangIT Plays, actually.
What's that?
Games of the last decade. So each year from 2010 to 2019 at the very least, we'll have like a game from that specific year. So I was thinking Mario Galaxy 2 for 2010, but then I was like, I have to buy a Wii for that.
Have you not had is this your first Nintendo console?
Nah, it's always been handhelds so far. Since the GameCube, I think we transitioned to Xbox 360 and Xbox One. But we did have like the DS and the 3DS.
But those are handhelds.
Yeah, those are handhelds. So
technically not consoles.
GameCube was the first console for. Well, actually, no, it was the NES from my dad, and then we got like.
Like I said, is this your first one?
It's my first one. No. Well, yes, it would be.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking 3DS. No, you're right. That's handheld still. This is like a full-fledged console. Yeah. And yeah.
I've not had one since the GameCube. I had the 64 and the GameCube.
Wise decision. Because aside from the Wii, you didn't miss out on one of the other ones. The Wii U.
We would like you to play.
We would like you to play. Which, I do respect the Wii U for what it was trying to do. I guess it just never really panned out. Just due to like the releases of third-party games and whatnot.
Look, all you have to do is take a Wii U gamepad and have it meet a bandsaw, and you have the Switch.
But I think for 2010, I'll focus on a game that I already do have, which is the first Darksiders game. Which I do love the first Darksiders and Darksiders 2. Never played the third one. Never played the third one.
It should be on Game Pass.
It should be on Game Pass. So that'd be kind of cool to play that. But I also did not hear anything about that game. Like it released, and then it was just dead silent.
Well, I mean,
it's like
Control was the same, but apparently that was fucking like contender for Game of the Year.
Oh yeah. Well, I just know that it kind of went out just like Game Freak's Little Town Hero game. It had a lot of promotion, and then it just died after the release. I was like, damn.
I like the idea. That still bugs me about Control though, because like even on videos where it's like, oh, here's the top 10 things of the year and whatnot for games, and they're like, oh, and number 2 Control, or number 1 Control, number 3 Control. It's like, and I'm in the comments, I'm like, am I the only person that has not heard anything or seen anything about this game? And everyone in the comments is like, no, I haven't heard anything or anything really, but apparently it's a real good game, so I'm gonna play it. I'm like,
damn,
if it's a good game, you would hear about it.
Man, I'll just wait until that boy like shows up on Game Pass and give it a try from there. Apparently he's coming out with some new DLC, or has, so I was like, okay. It's one captivating PowerPoint, says Mark.
I know, I saw that a minute ago. I was like, you fuck.
So I love the slideshow. I love how it even like adapts to the actual resolution to each one. So it would just have the fullest frame of the biggest one, but then it would just show like all the standard ones, just normally. It's great. As you can see, we took a couple photos of just like with my phone, but then we were like, why should we stop there? So we went with the Hero Max, and got some pretty great weird ones. There's one that like I'm the one holding and I'm at the corner. I look so fake. Like I look like I just got photoshopped into that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, it should show up anytime soon.
Come on, soon.
Not that one. I love that photo though, where we're just hanging against the wall. Let's see. It's that one. I don't look like I belong there.
I mean, most of us don't look like we belong anywhere.
You're right. I also have like a Twitch goal just to stream a little bit more often.
I was gonna say 250 subs.
No, I'm not gonna do any sub goals this year because I'm not getting anywhere with that. I'll just stay consistent. I can at least try that. And then I got a job goal to by the time of April, which was when I actually got employed for my new position. Can't believe it's almost been a year, but I've just been kind of struggling with that. So I just wanted to make it a goal for me to be on top of everything from here on until then to see if I can get that 5%.
All right, cool.
And got like a social and like communications goal with friends and strangers alike, just a little bit more open to conversation and ask more questions. Because aside from you guys, I don't really like talk to other people.
Just treat life like a podcast.
That's it. How do you mean?
I don't know.
That's for me. That's for you to find out.
How do you feel during these podcasts when it comes to speaking and creating conversation?
It's kind of like almost a robotic response where it's like 3, 2, 1, go, and you just have to start talking.
Do that with normal human people.
Yeah, but it's not like there's a cute girl looking over on the other side. Like that's always the situation. I'm like,
Just picture this. Imagine Mark.
I don't
flirt with him. Tell him he's pretty.
Hey Mark, I know that you got problems of your own, but would you be down with this sickness? That was bad. I'm sorry.
It's horrible.
I got also a positivity goal.
Right.
Yes, because as optimistic as I come off as at times when I'm by myself specifically and I'm doing these types of things, thinking that I could do better with like more people around, it becomes like kind of a negative experience for me. So I'll have like these offside comments about like, man, like, so it'd be better if I had people like around or something of that like degree. Then it's like, okay, let's see if we can try to be a little bit more positive about this. And that's pretty much it. Positivity. Oh, GTA 5 is on Game Pass now.
Yeah, it is.
So everyone can go around like do multiplayer stuff, right?
Right? Everyone can just get fucking lit up by level 7,000 people that have no other better thing to do than shoot level 9s.
Wait, are there actual levels in online?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. What does that affect exactly? Just not much. I expected as much because
it's not hard to get to like level, I think it's like 150-ish or something. And that's like, that was the old max level where everything in the game is unlocked to you.
Oh, okay.
And given like the power creep of everything that's been added to the game, it's not too hard to get to that level.
Okay. So I figured as much because like pretty much in that game you just like go out there. If you have a gun, you got a gun. That's the level degree here, unless you're fighting like big ass vehicles and like then tanks and whatnot.
And then that's where the difficulty of reaching level 150 comes from. Once you're in, all the level 1,000 plus people, they're just gonna kill you.
Wow. Like what are they just like armed to the teeth? Is that the problem?
Well, most of the assholes will just be chilling on fucking like hover bikes.
What?
With fucking machine gun and rocket launchers that are attached to it. So
What?
they'll just fly around and shoot you and then circle the area where you died, wait for you to respawn, and then fly down and shoot you.
What? You lost me at hoverboards.
Hover bike.
Hover bikes?
Yeah.
So
It's like think like a Tron motorcycle, but with that hovers.
Oh, so it's like
It's a jet bike.
so it's not like grounded like Los Santos was when you were playing it for the first time.
It's
not quite as grounded.
It's slowly creeped into something else.
Oh, okay.
But
Gotcha.
the what's it called? The technology is sound-ish. It works in the same way that a Harrier jet does,
Okay.
but it's just for a motorcycle, so it's like, that doesn't make too much sense. But I see where you're coming from. And so, yeah, there's people that just fly around and just kill people that are just getting into the game.
Oh, man.
Because fuck people that want to enjoy the same thing I do.
No, I wanted to have all the fun. I will take all that fun. Thank you. So I wanted to talk about the story about last night when I was working out because it was just...
So you did go to the gym after?
I did, yes. So to give context, we were trying to get some furniture for the office space right there. We're trying to get more furniture. But we came in like later at night because I made that decision. And didn't know that Office Depot, Staples, yeah, they were all closed by like 8 o'clock. So it's like, well, shoot. Well, let's get some drinks. And then we'll bring it over to the office since we have that mini fridge over there. And it's like, okay, we'll do that. And then we went back. It was pretty much around like 9:30 or something like that. I was like, let's see. Is LA Fitness open? Yeah, it should be open. So I go in and I think it's at this point, like it's getting close to 10.
All right.
And it was almost like a ghost town. There was like hardly anyone going in here. You just see staff just kind of like wandering around the floor, looking like they wanted to clean up something just so they can leave early. And I'm over here just walking in, go on a treadmill, starting my run. Right next to me is a guy who stops in like a good couple minutes later. And I was like, I don't want to be that guy. But it's like 10 o'clock and I just left home knowing that my parents have seen me go in and out of the house, which seems very irregular of me. So I was like, shit, I don't want to be this guy. So I'll just leave. But I was like, man, I don't want to go home and just get a mouthful of like an earful of I told you so. Why'd you decide to leave late? So I was like, what gym is open? 24-hour. So I drove over there knowing that it's like, well, shit, I don't have like a membership. Maybe I could just ask the guy. I was like, hey, can I just like work out for like one night? So he looked at me, like looked into the accounts and everything. I was like, just go ahead. I was like, shit, thanks. And so I used all my time over there. I did my running thing, which was the 5.5 miles per hour and made it to 10 minutes. And instead of sticking to a regular workout, I just did everything that I possibly could. The arms, the shoulders, the backs. And then I went in, did the sauna and like steam room routine, took a shower. I was like, wait, I could do more. I hopped out of the showers and went into the hot tub. Granted, I could just do that in the other fitness, but it was the timing.
Yeah.
And then I took a shower and I left. I was like, this was great. I proceeded to wake up this morning at 11 o'clock.
Jeez.
But 24 hours is nice. Just that convenience. And
Just the convenience of it.
And the fact that I think it does cater to a lot of people who have like those type of weird hours.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that from when you were talking to me about your experiences.
Oh, hey, look. Excellent connection. Still a slideshow.
Yes.
And there goes the connection.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys are doing great. Never mind.
Hey guys, just want to pop in saying that I see the work, you're doing great. Okay, thanks.
It's like every fucking sitcom will base it around teenagers and whatnot, where it's like, okay guys, we're going out, we'll be back later, and it's like, oh god, mom said that they forgot their keys. They turn around, the whole fucking place is just on fire and a disaster. It's like,
How does this happen?
it's like, we gotta fix this. And so it does a quick cut to the mom coming like, I got my keys. And it shows them just standing all like perfect angels in the living room. Everything is fine. All right, bye. Close the door. preceded by another fire.
I think a good example is the sushi line bit. Where they have to like put them in certain boxes, but then like the speed keeps increasing. The number of like sushi rolls like come in and like eat them.
Good old fashioned I Love Lucy.
Stick them to the ceiling.
I don't think Mark lives in an area with a 24-hour fitness.
What kind of fancy gym? I know 24 hours are great.
Right?
I'll still probably stick to LA Fitness for a good couple years just to make use of my like special membership, and then I'll probably move over to that. And I was creepily slow over to EOS whenever that comes out.
Well, it's open.
Is it open right now?
Yeah.
That might explain why there's so little people. I might just stroll around and say you can have free trial and something like that.
Well, I think he's starting to like it.
Do they have a sauna room? Because I'm expecting them to be just a full house.
I'm halfway certain that they do.
Mm-hmm. Full house of just sweaty guys and girls.
I think it's a full-blown sports gym.
Cool.
So that'll be fun.
Oh, that was weird too when I was going to a 24-hour was the fact that it was a co-ed sauna.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing actually wrong with that. It's just that with LA Fitness, it actually was divided based on like boys and girls locker room. So it was just guys in the sauna room. So when I saw girls in the sauna room, I was like, wait, this is fine. Okay. just that cool. There's nothing about this.
Dude, I've gone in there and fucking... There were people working out in the sauna.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like...
Well, like doing push-ups in there.
Okay.
It's like, you're fucking crazy.
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I was like, you're fucking crazy. I'm gonna join you.
Yeah, I'm not down with that. Oh boy. Oh shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So I know that both gyms, LA and 24-hour, they have basketball courts, but I know that LA Fitness has like the racquetball courts, which is just like an actual thing. So what would EOS have then? Would it just have everything?
A full-blown tennis court, racquetball court, basketball court, ice hockey rink,
Ice hockey rink.
half pipe.
Legit, a lot of people don't even play hockey there. They just go in there just bare naked, just to be near the coal.
Half pipe, full size Olympic track and fucking fielding area, quarter-mile drag strip.
Fucking football field. The ceiling's open just so it has that ambiance.
Archery range.
An archery range. Oh, look out. Look out, Ted.
I don't know why this this podcast feels like slow.
I think it's because it's just Mark.
Well,
not just Mark, no.
yeah, it's not just like with our lack of viewers and whatnot, but it feels like there's not much for us to talk about right now, which is weird because there's a lot going on right now.
Yes. I mean, like, I've talked about New Year's, which is kind of like tying into things that are happening like this year, generally for DangIT Productions. And the Office Space, that's like really, really new. No updates on animal shelter things. I should just do that. Gym, I just had like a gym story time, so that was it. Is there anything that you haven't talked about, Gabe? That you want to talk about?
I'd say like the only like, I'm not gonna be here next week because I'm gonna be out of state.
Okay.
I'm gonna be halfway across country in Illinois at Miranda's naval graduation.
With a pet fox.
It is in Illinois. It's funny. But so I'm gonna have that. I'm not too hyped about flying.
Oh. Because you never flown before.
I've never flown
I
before.
haven't either. But You can blame my parents for taking my only my only brother at that time. Or at least he was the firstborn and only born at that time.
They took him flying.
I know, right? Hagen.
So the weird thing is, I don't have like any qualms with flying.
Right.
It's not like, oh no, scary flying. I understand the science behind it. I get how it works. I get why it works. I know that it's the safest way of travel and whatnot. The thing that I don't like is that I am fully putting my survival in the hands of someone else.
You're right.
Because there's nothing for me to escape to. There's no connection between where I am and the ground.
Except the very action of making those ends meet.
Yeah.
Well, I've been seeing a few videos of like people like actually like piloting like as far as landing, and I'm seeing like not the science of it, but just like the mechanics and just the operation of it. And I was like, this is wild. I see this camera shaking back and forth. This thing's about to like hit the ground floor, and I'm wondering like, is it gonna tip over? But they just got it.
Yeah, I get all that. That's not the part that bothered me. It's just like weird because like it's not touching anything. I would love to fly. I would love to be in the cockpit flying a plane. I would enjoy that experience. I don't enjoy the experience of having someone else in the cockpit flying the plane.
I mean, you just gotta trust that person. Like,
I do. I have no choice.
And not to mention, like, everyone goes through the same course, I assume, as far as flying. So everyone kind of knows the ins and outs, and they also have like flying simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh, dude, I love flying sims.
That should be really cool. Actually.
I remember all those years ago when we went to the arcade expo.
Oh, okay.
And they had a flight sim there, and I absolutely enjoyed that. That shit was awesome. Yeah, she's done on the 10th. That's her graduation day. So I am leaving Wednesday the 8th. I am arriving Thursday the 9th in the morning. It's an overnight flight. At 5 there's a meet and greet of the parents and family and all that are going to the graduation. It's a non-sanctioned event.
Oh, okay.
So it really is just an organized event by the people that are going. And then the following day in the morning we go, and then she graduates, and we have her somewhere between like 2 and 6 hours, and then I don't see her again for 5 months.
But at that point, can you like at least call her more frequently? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm so sad. Like, that's a long time. And it's such a short window where it's like all I am doing is teasing myself.
Might as well not go at all.
No, I have to go. I want to go.
Okay.
I'm just sad that it's not more time. Like, if her MOS training was in town, so if it was still in Great Lakes, then she would have 3 days of liberty. But since her training is going to be in Maryland, she has like 6 hours.
I'm
just like, it's not fair. I wish I had more time. But such is the way it goes.
In that type of life. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But on a slightly lighter note, I watched all of the Dragon Prince.
All of it?
All of it.
How many seasons are there?
3 seasons.
Okay.
9 episodes, half hour each.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, so I watched, what is that, like 13 hours?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I watched 13 hours of show yesterday.
I've been meaning to watch that show because it does have the Avatar vibes to it.
And that's because Sokka's in it.
Sokka is in it.
He is the main character.
Nice. As he should be.
As he should be. The show really does feel very cool in that essence, and it has a lot of like bits in there, like the word being representation in there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so that's awesome. I was telling you last night, there's a deaf person in there that communicates through ASL, and I'm just like, that's awesome. What are you saying?
What are you saying? Looks at subtitles. It says sign language in asterisks. It's like, boy.
Doesn't say nothing. Even audio description doesn't say anything.
Wow.
So it's like,
They gotta weigh in.
yeah. So for the blind, there's just moments of nothing.
Wait, well, actually, I guess they don't really need subtitles then. I was like, wait, how do they read us?
Well, for the blind, there is audio description,
Oh, okay.
and so it'll be more like a storybook,
Okay.
the way that the sound is.
Like an audiobook of sorts?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be more like that, as opposed to the dead silence that you get when this deaf character is speaking. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of gay in it, and it's adorable.
Okay. Do I know the character? Well, I obviously wouldn't know, but like, is it within the main cast, or is it like
Secondary.
it's just? Oh, okay, secondary. Okay, that's pretty good.
Secondary and tertiary cast. There's
Sure.
a bit of gay in there,
Okay.
and it's adorable each time. The best character is the deaf one, just because that's awesome that they put the effort into actually doing actual sign language in the show. And in the third season, they actually made the character's they redesigned the character to have slightly brighter gloves.
Oh. Okay.
That way you can see the hands easier,
Oh wow.
because they had like some fairly dark gloves, and so you couldn't see the distinction between the fingers at times.
Oh, I see.
So they made them slightly brighter so that you could see the outlines of them.
Remember that one interpreter who did sign language at an Eminem show with Rap God?
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
It was looking like a scene out of Naruto.
Yeah.
Bro, that's still one of my favorite fucking memes ever, where it's like when the deaf kids at school are roasting each other, and it's just the Naruto hand signs.
I saw a trending like hashtag on Twitter. It's Sasuke.
All
It's
right.
like, why Sasuke? But the best thing that came out of it was this guy holding two cats, an orange cat and a black cat. It's like, get along, okay? Brings them together. He's like, shit. But Kakashi telling these two boys to get along. Boy.
For those watching.
There's a certain point in Naruto where my interpretation of them fighting would be that. Just a quick hand sign battle. That's how it was with me and Mario back in middle school when we were just doing hand signs for, I forget which jutsu. It was either Firestar or like Chidori.
Uh-huh.
It was like, who's the fastest to do it? And whoever like gets it done first wins.
Oh, God. The weeb shit that we would do. Awesome. Did you see Mario's post on Instagram?
Yes, I did. And I was like, dude, you so right. All this money, but like literally it will already be divided up.
Dude, that was like the main reason I both loved and hated the day that rent was due. Mm-hmm. Cause like, look at all this money. I gotta give it to someone else.
Damn.
It's like once a month you're allowed to just slap yourself with almost $2,000 worth of fucking $100 bills.
Nice.
And then you hand it to someone else, sadly. Defeated. A husk of a man.
A husk of a man.
But, yeah. I didn't get to sleep until about 6:30. It this morning.
Wow. What were you up doing? Just like playing regular video juegos?
Watching, what's it called?
Oh yeah, okay, gotcha.
Watching the Dragon Prince.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta finish Mandalorian.
Oh, I gotta finish that too.
Finish this season. But I stopped at like episode 4.
I stopped at 4 too. That was
after he
That was the farm.
Yeah, that was the farm. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That was the last one I saw. Yeah, that show has like a lot of power within type stuff, and the way they set up their episodes and whatnot, very Avatar.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Previously on Avatar.
Kind of, and then at the beginning of the episode, it'll say, "Book 1, the element that it's focusing on, chapter, episode name."
Okay.
So it opens exactly like Avatar, and I'm like, this is great. I love it.
Is that the show that's being done by the same people, or was there another one?
I don't know. It might be.
It might be, because there was something akin to dragons in their new works. I just didn't know if that was... What was the show called? Dragon Prince?
The Dragon Prince?
It's gotta be, then.
It has to be.
Okay.
But I love it because they allude so many times to...
Some Avatar references? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one bit in there.
Chirth. Fire.
Water. Chair. But what's it called? Good one was in, I believe it's the last season. There's an episode where they're traveling with someone, and they're like, "Oh, don't touch my stuff."
Okay.
And automatically goes and touches the stuff. But the main character, Callum, voiced by Sokka,
Okay.
he goes over and he looks at, and his female counterpart, she's like, "Do you know what that is?" It's right there. "No, but it just seems so familiar." "Boomerang?" And he just sets it down.
How you gonna do this? How can the show do this?
Right? It's like, came back.
Looks so familiar.
Sokka chucked it into another fucking show. Granted, it's not the same Boomerang.
I was about to say, like, does it have the same, like, aesthetics?
Different aesthetics, but that shit happened. I was like, they didn't.
They just did something.
But there's a lot of like pop culture memes or pop culture references in that show.
Question: cabbages?
No cabbages.
Oh shit.
References.
Naruto martial arts wizard one. Wizards. Okay.
Yeah, they like, as I was watching the show, I was like,
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
yep. This one is my favorite. One does not simply walk into Zandia.
One does not simply. These sons of bitches. I'm gonna go over to the offices and give them the handshake.
Bro, there's like so many fucking things going in on that. Fucking winter's coming. I'm sorry, little one. Fucking say hello to my little friend.
So is it? Oh, so it's already finished then.
The first 3 seasons are.
Okay, so there's gonna be more.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
It definitely let a lot of room in for it.
Okay. Do you feel like it's the type of show that kind of will keep on going for as long as Avatar will, both Aang and Korra length?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In this show, there's 6 like primal sources, which is the source of magic and whatnot. And then there's a seventh one, which isn't a primal source of magic. It's an abomination, bastard science.
It's a wild card.
Yeah, it's a dark magic.
Dark Maul.
Yeah.
Of course it's gotta be.
You got the sun,
Okay.
the moon, the sky, the earth, the tides,
Fire.
and then you bastard, I can't remember what it is now.
Do they act like the elements in Avatar?
Kind of in a sense.
Is there an air equivalent?
Yes. It is
Okay.
air.
It's just air.
Oh, the sky.
Okay.
Yeah. And with it, you have a magic that kind of goes with that.
Okay.
Like the sun magic has a lot to do with fire.
Okay. Moon.
Of course, sky magic has a lot to do with air. And not just air, lightning as well.
What?
Because the storms take place in the sky.
Oh, gotcha.
You can gain more power for a certain source depending on what you are near. And sky magic is most powerful in a storm.
Oh, okay.
And then if you're up on a mountain, if it's at night, you're more powerful with moon magic, especially if it's a full moon.
Mm-hmm.
And then during the day, depending on how hot it is, sun magic is stronger.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the fucking ocean, well, you got some hard ass tide magic.
Okay.
But so there's a bunch of species that
have that.
yeah, that are naturally born with affinities for for
Yes.
a certain type of magic.
Mm-hmm.
And every species has this affinity except for humans.
Damn.
Humans are non-magical creatures. And so what they did is they created dark magic,
Gotcha.
which is harvesting the magic of a living organism and using their magic to do spells.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And
Of course humans would do that.
and that caused a big schism in the world.
An imbalance.
Yeah. Which kind of starts the show.
Oh, so it isn't too affiliated with the dragon thing.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. First episode, you find out, okay, everything's gone to fucking hell because Mr. King Man went and killed Mr. King Dragon and destroyed his egg, which was the only egg.
Oh.
And then you find out the egg isn't destroyed, but stolen.
Oh.
And so to try and kind of resolve peace between humans and the magical world, they're trying to bring that
the
dragon
egg,
prince back home.
Shit.
And it's awesome. Show's so cool. I can't get over the low frame rate of the show. It's so fucking annoying and I hate it.
Did you Google that too?
Huh?
Have people ever talked about that?
I'm not. There's some people
Who mentioned like
in Reddit where it's like initially it was jarring, but the storytelling was so good that I just kept watching and forgot about it. I'm like, I never forgot about it. I'd be watching. I'm like, there should be 5 frames instead of 3 right there. There's a scene where the what's it called, the little animal sidekick being a flash toad.
Oh, okay.
It was hopping up steps, and it would have one frame of it pre-leap, one where it's almost landing, and then one where it's landed. And I'm like, there should at least be 2 more filler frames in that.
Specifically in the jumping.
Yeah, it's
like
yeah, like, that's so off-putting.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. It's like, God, stop. At least make some pauses in between. 2, 3. It's like, stop.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as our slideshow.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm talking about our podcast.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah. I'm glad that the slideshow is still okay.
Yeah, the slideshow's going fine. Our PowerPoint presentation, though, that's terrible.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. It's just growing pains. It'll get better if we have like better internet. Granted, I probably could, but like I don't want to make anyone in this household suspect. So we'll see. We'll find out later. So unfortunately, though, we don't really have much internet like over at the office. It's something where, like, we were told like, okay, well, like we got all these routers, got a lot of routers and modems.
There's like 6 routers in there, and I was like, why the fuck?
But I guess that's how the people like previously did it. But when I asked about it, like, oh, do we at least have free Wi-Fi? We don't get free Wi-Fi either. No wired in. It's just a room.
Just
a room. Which we can definitely make use of it. Just for live streams, we probably have to stick it over here. Otherwise, we just do everything pre-recorded, which I'm actually fine with. And it's just a matter of moving everything. So right now, the process is just getting the furniture in. We checked out a couple of things, and we'll probably move it by like tomorrow, and as well as the green screen down there, as well.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how the office will be built up. I look forward to just doing a lot of brainstorming and just like general workflow, where it's both you and I are working instead of just like we're just recording. So it'll be an interesting dynamic, and I look forward to it. Can't wait to see how other people will feel once we get at least 1 or 2 people in on it.
I think the most interesting thing about it would be Justin delegating work.
Nice, yes. That'll be really interesting.
Something he's never done before.
It's something I've never really done before. It's just like you sit there and you give me thoughts on things. I'll start the recording. I do, well, like we only have 6 months on this place, so by month 3 we'll probably have to look into like, okay, what's another space that we can like evolve from?
Yeah.
Like a bigger space.
And
we'll definitely have more time to do it instead of like beginning of December.
Yeah, and definitely keep in contact with Anaya and see what's going on with those other people that may want to tack in as well.
Because it'd be cool to have a team. But yeah. Anything else, Gabe? I think we're pretty much good.
I don't really have anything.
Yeah, same here. I just know that I just have like plans on trying to do DangIT Plays. I think that's the biggest project I want to work on. Is just like games from the last decade, and do those as Let's Plays over the course of this year or so, and then we'll see from there. I also want to note that we might be starting to slowly show a little bit more 4K stuff, but it does depend on like gaming if we can pick that up, because everything is down to like 1080. But